Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome to another crafty decor adventure. Olivia here with Olivias from Home, and in today's video I am over the moon excited to share with you guys 15 DIY Dollar Tree fall and Halloween decor crafts. So this is episode 11 in my huge I Love Fall series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. Listen, I truly believe that you don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment down below so you guys can enter my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. I want to spoil one of you guys. And also don't forget to pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page if you guys want to join me over there. I share several DIY videos a day over there, and I have a free little group page for you guys to join if you want to post photos of your home decor and DIY projects. So listen, let's jump into this video. Without further ado, go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Okay, so for this fall season, we're going to create a super adorable floral plunger tree. Okay, so we're going to take two little stems. These are from Hobby Lobby and some Dollar Tree goodies. You want to pop your floral stems on one side, put in some beautiful Dollar Tree feathers, and look, you guys, these feathers are going to make your decorations so high end. And then put a sweet little decoration on the other side. So I used two floral stems from Hobby Lobby, a couple of Dollar Tree feathers, and my Dollar Tree plunger. You guys know I love to do the plunger trees, and I usually do leaves for fall, but hey, I decided to get a little bit high end, and we're going to make a beautiful floral plunger tree. Now I took 4 zip ties and really zip tied those florals onto the top of this. Sometimes you can use hot glue to secure them and then add in the zip ties, but for this one I did not want to damage the floral stems with any hot glue because they're a little bit nicer ones. I did get them 50% off at Hobby Lobby. And then take a cute little Dollar Tree gather bucket. You guys have to grab these, so cute. Plunge it down into your bucket and then add in some stones. I just grabbed some rocks. I have rocks in my front yard, so I put them down into my little plunger tree, and boom, it is nice and secure. Now Dollar Tree also carries rocks if you need rocks. I'm going to take some Dollar Tree orange wired ribbon and wrap it around the base of my plunger tree. You can also use a burlap ribbon, looks really nice, and Dollar Tree does carry some burlap ribbon. Anything to kind of secure and cover those zip ties. You really don't want those exposed, and you want to give your tree a little bit of a tree stance. I don't know that most trees are orange, but hey, it is a fall plunger tree. Okay, grab some Dollar Tree Excelsior moss, pop it into the base of your planter, and then I did add some Dollar Tree fall leaves. Now I'm going to measure a bow. So you measure from your hand to your elbow, loop the ribbon over on itself. This is some cute little fall ribbon with a little green truck on it. Roll it over to where there's 3 sides to each side, or 6 turns, and then trim that off. Now that would be super cute as is, but I decided to go super extra, which you guys know I love my bows, and I cannot lie. I'm going to add some buffalo check plaid ribbon to this. Just loop it over on itself and layer on top of your original bow. But look, you guys can really truly use any bows, will totally work. Pinch it in the center and zip tie it off, and then you guys have a fun and fabulous bow on a total budget. Okay, so then we're going to add that to the base of our tree. You can add it to the base of your tree, underneath your tree, wherever it floats your boat. Make sure you fluffy out those ribbons. They're going to be super gorgeous and ready for you. This is how I did that. Okay, and the other thing is, you guys, I just love to create these in any size, shape. I feel like this is something you would see in more of a boutique or a floral store, and we're doing this on such a budget. Okay, so tie it off with the zip tie and then add some ribbon over that zip tie. Give it some curly cues, some fluffy duff, and you guys have this fabulous little creation. Now, wouldn't this be beautiful for an entryway table or a dining room, or for your neighbor to fancy up her home next to her mantle? I just love these. I think they're super fun. I added some Dollar Tree pumpkins, and bam, there you guys have that. Pop in some little Dollar Tree signs and some cute little faux pumpkins, and you guys have fun and fabulous decor piece on a total budget. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable pumpkin topiary using a Dollar Tree broom handle and a couple of those little Dollar Tree signs. Okay, so I'm taking this broom handle and I measured the depth of that little container. I got it 90% off at Michael's and it's super rustic and chic. Now I'm going to take these Dollar Tree little pumpkin signs and I'm using Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed. I removed the little raffia at the top and then I'm hot gluing the pumpkins together. You want to make sure to hot glue the pumpkins overlapping each other, flip them over, and then you can use a couple of zip ties. Run the zip tie underneath the pumpkin stem, so don't glue those pumpkin stems, just glue the base of the pumpkin to the sign and then zip tie them to the Dollar Tree broom handle. And you can see that I marked off with a piece of tape how deep that little planter was to be able to put these in. So this is something you guys could possibly use outside, inside, next to your fireplace. We have Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed. Now if you want to take it another step, which you guys know I love to make bows, grab some of that Dollar Tree ribbon. They're actually carrying some really beautiful ribbon this season. I can't wait to do a haul for you guys, but I'm using this pumpkin ribbon. I just took the ribbon, looped it over on itself, and then I'm trimming it off. And I'm going to do a couple of layers of different bows here. These pumpkins aren't super large, so I don't want to go too totally crazy with the bow, but I do want to give it some dimension and depth. So I'm using first the Dollar Tree pumpkin ribbon and then this little Dollar Tree orange ribbon. And again, they're making some really beautiful ribbon. I was so surprised and so shocked with how great the Dollar Tree fall goodies were. If you have not been out to your Dollar Tree, definitely check them out. I guess that 25 cents is kicking it up a notch. But anyway, so go ahead and stack those ribbons. Now, I had the orange ribbon and then I had the pumpkin ribbon. I really wanted to stack the pumpkin ribbon on top of the orange ribbon so it didn't get swallowed. And then I wanted to add some buffalo check plaid to the top of that. I feel like if you want to do buffalo check plaid, fall is definitely the season to go all out on your buffalo check plaid. Even if you don't do like super farmhouse, I think it looks super chic and fun. Now you're going to take everything, zip tie it all together, and then fluffy out those ribbons or bows. And then you can hot glue it to the top of your cute little pumpkin topiary, which is what I did. Now you're going to take and press this down really nice, and then the little raffia that you removed from the top originally of your Dollar Tree sign, just pop it in there. Now I'm going to take this, put this into this cute little galvanized planter. Again, this is from Michael's, so here's our planter. Pop it down inside of here with that little broomstick and your pumpkins. Now just tell me, you guys, this does not look a little bit more high-end, like something you would see in a boutique. I'm just stuffing some bags down in here. You could always put like some floral foam or whatnot, but the bags work great. And then I'm going to secure it with 2 floral stems from Hobby Lobby. Grab these when they're half off, super great. I'm just going to push them down. I don't want them to cover my blessed sign. And I'm going to add some little Dollar Tree faux pumpkins. They're those cute little velvet pumpkins. They came out last season. I don't really think I saw them yet this season, but I also didn't check my florals. Now here is how it turned out. Oh my goodness, this is a huge sign, probably almost 4 foot, and it is so fun and fabulous. And if you don't have the little metal planter, you guys can always go to Dollar General, or even Dollar Tree has some really fun little planters still out. Check it out, you guys. This is super high-end, fun, and fabulous on a total budget. I hope you guys are loving it and are able to recreate it as well. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable Dollar Tree centerpiece. This is also for a great entryway table, is where I put mine. You're going to take 3 of the Dollar Tree crates, glue them together. These are in the little harvest section, and then add one of those Dollar Tree longer signs. I'm using a harvest side for one side, so when it comes to be more like Thanksgiving time, I'm going to add it for that side, but then for fall, I'm going to put pumpkin spice is life. These are so great, all from Dollar Tree. Hot glue those to either side. And I think they even had some more I'm not totally for sure. Now, grab one of those Dollar Tree football and pumpkin signs and just detach the pumpkins and then hot glue them to either end. Listen, you guys, this is something you would see a little bit more in like a high-end boutique once we get done with it, I promise. Add in some of those little Dollar Tree styrofoam pieces, and I cut mine down to make them into 3 sections. And then you can really go to town decorating these however you love. So for mine, I decided to add in some of those cute little Dollar Tree sunflower planters. I wanted it to look a little bit transitional because we are transitioning from like late summer to early fall right now. So here are those little Dollar Tree. These are so adorable. Okay, so I'm hot gluing them and they have cute little sunflower planters. I actually thought about painting the planter, but once I got done with it, you really couldn't see so much of it. And I'm taking some of these eucalyptus leaves. I grabbed these off of Amazon, detached a bunch of them, and then I'm just poking them into the styrofoam. And you guys can add some moss or truly whatever floats your boat. This is such a fun, easy little craft. And just think about how many ideas you can do with this. And once like the fall season is done, we can even do Christmas. All we'd have to do is like paint over the sign or add in another sign. But I ended up putting this in my entryway table. I thought it looked so super adorable. Here is how it turned out. I put it my entryway with this cute little autumn pumpkins, pick your own sign. I added some cute little faux pumpkins to the side of it, and I put pumpkin spice for life. I just thought it looked so pretty in my entryway table with a little mirror behind it, and then a beautiful candle. Fun and fabulous on a total budget. So for this Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to share with you guys how to make a super adorable little farmhouse chic pumpkin. You're going to take one of the Dollar Tree pumpkins, flip it over, and grab some of that brand new Dollar Tree wallpaper that they're carrying. It looks like wood farmhouse. It's so cute. Trace out your pumpkin shape and then trim that out. This is such a super easy craft, and honestly, you guys, I feel like it turns out really fun and a little bit more high end. I know that the farmhouse chic style is still so super in, or even just neutral if you're wanting to go a little bit neutral. And the best part about this is it's completely removable. So you still have your thankful and blessed pumpkin on one side, and then you can do this super cute little kind of like neutral farmhouse chic pumpkin on this side. So once I had it cut out, I am going to tell you a little bit of a trick to getting the wallpaper off, which I didn't know. But they have like a little serrated edge right there on the edge of the Dollar Tree wallpaper, so definitely use that. It took me just a sec there to figure that out, but I had to share that with you guys, and then just adhere it to your cute little pumpkin. Now obviously this isn't traditional pumpkin shape, form, or decor color, but I know a lot of you guys are doing this kind of style, so I thought I would share it with you. Dollar Tree also is carrying wooden beads. You guys, I'm so excited to find these. I cannot wait to share with you guys my new Dollar Tree haul, and I'm just going to hot glue around the pumpkin with the cute little beads. I think this really kicks it up a notch, and honestly what I was wanting to put in the center of this pumpkin is one of those thankful, grateful, blessed metal word signs. I have them in my haul, but I cannot find them. It's a massive haul and I cannot wait to share with you guys, but it's completely disorganized as you guys can tell. But then I'm hot gluing the beads around it, and they actually stayed on there really well. I trimmed that off and gave it a big dollop of hot glue there, and then I'm just adding that raffia back in to really secure that space. I did go ahead and take a little bit of dark brown stain and stain the top part of this pumpkin. I really feel like this is something that you would see in a high-end decor store, and we did it on such a budget. I mean, literally $3 and some change. And then if you guys kind of want to go a little bit extra, you could put those metal galvanized words in the center. I think this is fun and fabulous. Let me know what you guys think about it if you love that bit of neutral decor. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can jazz up one of those Dollar Tree signs. This is "Leaves are falling, autumn is calling." I love this. Actually, my middle name is Autumn, so I love to share this with you guys. So we're going to make a super cute little bow. Just take some of that Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid ribbon, loop it over on itself, and really you can get buffalo check plaid ribbon online, Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree. Loop it over on itself a couple times, trim that off, and then you can add another ribbon. I chose this cute little smaller pumpkin ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to pinch it together in the center and add a zip tie. I just think that these are really fun. If you guys have like an Etsy shop or you make wreaths, grab some of these new Dollar Tree signs. They're such a great size for wreath making. Zip tie the center and then fluffy duffy it out and add some goodies. I ended up adding a cute little pumpkin to the base of this, and boom, so cute, adorable, and fabulous on a budget. Check this out. Leaves are falling, autumn is calling. I actually have leaves falling on my front porch. I'm not sure autumn is calling quite yet, as it has been 100 degrees out, but I think this is a great little idea on a budget. So for this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super easy little tablescape. I'm using some of that Dollar Tree wallpaper and this Dollar Tree sign, and then some of these brand new adorable melamine buffalo check plaid plates. Layer everything on top of each other, and then we're going to make a really cute little easy napkin ring. Just hot glue a cute little pumpkin onto this napkin ring, and bam, we have a fun and fabulous little tablescape on a budget. Add in a little Dollar Tree dish towel for your napkin or napkins, whatever suits your fancy. I know my crew can get pretty crazy with their messiness, so a dish towel isn't a bad idea for a napkin, and it's pretty cute. Puff that into your little napkin ring, and boom, here we have that. You guys can do an extra step to this, which I thought might be a fun idea. Take one of those Dollar Tree rope beading pieces, make a DIY little a guest goodie here. You could give this to your guest or just make it for decor. Add one of those cute little pumpkins, which I can't wait to share this with you guys on my haul. I cannot believe how many amazing goodies Dollar Tree has out. Hot glue that pumpkin to the back of the little rope bead goodie. I feel like that Dollar Tree is actually like watching our DIYs and like screaming our name. Please put out these wooden beads that aren't colored. And I think they answered the call. So here is how it turned out. I just popped it into the bowl. Now, really, I wouldn't put this in the bowl if my guests were actually here, but I thought it'd be a cute idea for just a decor piece. And honestly, I realized I had like a lot of like buffalo check plaid going on, but it's still super cute. I feel like you can really combine patterns and mix things together in fall. It's more of a rustic, just free-flowing style. So fun and fabulous on a budget. Now, as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video. Which one will you be recreating? I love to hear what you guys are up to. Are you finding some of these goodies? I still cannot find those Dollar Tree calendars. I'm really on the lookout, but I love y'all. I thank you for being here. I'm gonna have a cute little clip of Benji Bear coming up, and oh my goodness, just so excited for fall. I hope things are cooling off where you're at, or if they're not, you're staying cool with some AC, some lemonade, and you're doing some fall crafting with me. here's my little guy, Benji Bear. He wants to say hi to you guys with love and kisses. He's a little bit tuckered out from his walk, but... For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super adorable little stacked pumpkin topiary. So basically, I just dug into my craft stash, grabbed some signs, and chalk painted them. I started out with this Dollar Tree Valentine's Day sign and really just grab whatever you have in your craft stash. The next one, I used this celery chalk paint. These are both Waverly chalk paints from Walmart, and went ahead and covered them both. The next thing I wanted to do was just create kind of a Mackenzie Childs inspired check pattern here on the heart sign. So I used that Dollar Tree ribbon and then just added in some super cute black check. Once I have the checks done, I decided to go in with a Dollar Tree sponge brush and just paint some super cute polka dots. And then I decided to put everything together. I'm just going to stack them on top of each other using the thankful and blessed sign at the top, and then just hot gluing the heart upside down underneath the other sign. I did end up changing these around, but now I want to make a super cute little bow. So I'm just going to take the ribbon, loop it over on itself, pinch it in the center, and then tie it off with a little zip tie. I've been loving the zip ties lately. It really holds my bows together so great, and they come in a big old package at Dollar Tree, the hardware store, wherever you guys can see your fancy. I took the little leaf off, and now I'm just going to hot glue the bow to the top, and bam, we have a super fabulous little stacked pumpkin topiary. If you guys go into Hobby Lobby, you're going to see these are super expensive. We made this on a couple of bucks and some creativity. Now the ribbon I did get on Amazon. I got it last season, but you get a lot of bang for your buck really with this. Here is the finished product. I am loving it. Fun and fabulous on a budget. Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can jazz up one of those Dollar Tree signs. So this is a Happy Harvest sign. Again, this is actually from last season. I'm going to take it and flip it over, remove the top, and then just add some cute little craft paper to the top. This is just a black and white buffalo check plaid pattern, and I traced it out to kind of make it smoothly fit along the top of the little jar sign. When you guys grab those Dollar Tree signs, they're super adorable, but there's always ways that you can really kind of jazz them up, make them look a little bit more fun. And we're going to add a farmhouse flair to this. I feel like harvest and fall time is definitely for a farmhouse style. So I'm going to take this ribbon. I found this ribbon on Amazon. I'm going to pinch it off in the center. So you take the ribbon, loop it over on itself, pinch it off in the center, and then I'm going to add some cute little Dollar Tree ribbon to the center of this. Again, I did get this ribbon on Amazon last year. It lasted me forever. I loved it. Just type in fall or pumpkin ribbon. You guys are going to have a lot of choices. It's a little bit pricier. Try to get the wired ribbon if you can. So I'm going to take this and kind of meld it together. I'm going to add one more smaller loop here. These are what I call just a little easy tuxedo bow. You just take the ribbon, loop it over on itself, and then stack it. And you want to make each spot of the ribbon a little bit smaller. Now I'm going to zip tie it on the back, and that's going to pinch it all together nice and tight, and then you're just going to hot glue it to the top of whatever project you're working on. And really think about this. You guys can really pretty much jazz up any little Dollar Tree sign, make it a little bit more fun, high-end and boutique gorgeous on a budget just by adding a cute little ribbon and some colored paper. Now the black and white check paper I did get at Hobby Lobby. Look for their sales when they have their paper goods on sale. That'll get you guys the best deal. And then I'm going to take a little bit of scrap ribbon left over, take those ends, dovetail them. And when I mean dovetail, I mean cut a little triangle in the end of it and then hot glue it up here in the center, and bam, we have a fabulous, gorgeous bow on a total budget. Listen, you guys know I'm a big bow girl and I cannot lie. next thing I added was some super cute little mini pumpkins. Now, Dollar Tree put out the cutest little mini buffalo check plaid pumpkins last season. I grabbed a whole handful of them, and I have a couple left over from last season. So I just popped them into the center of my little Happy Harvest jar sign, and bam, we have this fun little fabulous sign jazzed up with some ribbon and some goodies on a total budget. I hope this inspires you guys to grab some of those little Dollar Tree signs, get creative, and go for it. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable little easy Dollar Tree Jingle block pumpkin. So I made some of these similar last year, but you're just going to take 4 of the Dollar Tree Jingle blocks and glue them together. They're going to be vertical, so side to side, and then you want to pop one in the back so it can stand up. And these are super cute to put into your smaller displays. So if you have a little 3-tiered stand for your coffee area, or you just want to do something fun with the kiddos, add a little cubed Dollar Tree block to the top of that, and bam, we have a fun little square pumpkin. Now you guys can think of this on a larger scale and do something with popsicle sticks or larger wooden like 4x4s or whatever you guys have in your stash. Have fun with it, get creative, but these are so fun and easy to make. Now, if you're doing this with kiddos, be careful with that hot glue because it is a little bit tedious, but you guys can really paint these any color. I'm going to paint mine orange, super traditional, but have fun with it, get creative, and go for it. So I went ahead and painted the little pumpkins orange and then gave them some little brown tops, and bam, we have a fun and fabulous little decor piece on a budget. And you guys are going to see some really rustic decor out in your stores coming up for the fall season. And you can make a ton of these with those Dollar Tree Jingle blocks. I mean, they come with probably 24 in a pack. I'm not even completely for sure, but these would be a great idea. And you guys can paint them really literally any color you love, make them as big as you want, and just have fun with it and get creative. So for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how you can make a super adorable little pumpkin using a Dollar Tree splatter screen and some nautical rope. So grab a splatter screen from the kitchen section of Dollar Tree, remove that little centerpiece, and add some rope. Now this is going to be a really rustic decor piece. I really went on the fly with this one, so bear with me, but I just rimmed the edge with some Dollar Tree nautical rope, cut off the top, and then started just adding more rope down the center to create kind of a little bit of a pumpkin form. I think if I went back to do this again, I may paint it the splatter screen orange first, but we're going to go for kind of like a neutral piece and then just keep running that down the center. So I'm just using the nautical rope, I'm running it down the center and trimming it off. Now, make sure whatever surface that you're using, it can get hot glue on, because I'm going to tell you the hot glue bleeds through. And this was a craft table, so no biggie for me, but I'm just forewarning you guys on that one. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a super adorable bow for the top of this. I'm just going to loop the ribbon over on itself. I'm using this houndstooth ribbon. It's beautiful. I ordered it on Amazon, and then I'm stacking the bow with some Dollar Tree ribbon. So just take the ribbon, loop it over on itself, and stack it. Just make sure each ribbon is a little bit smaller than the other one, and then you can tie it off in the center. Hot glue it to the top, and you have a really cute little kind of boutique, gorgeous item on a budget. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable little Dollar Tree sign. I'm going to take one of these Harvest Wishes signs and then a Dollar Tree frame. I'm going to paint the Harvest Wishes sign white with some chalk paint. This is just a super fun way to jazz up these little wooden pieces that you're going to find at Dollar Tree. I find them all the time and I'm kind of like, what do I do with this? So I decided to chalk paint this one white, and then I went back in with a little bit of black paint to kind of make it look a little bit distressed. And then I'm simply going to glue it on top of the Dollar Tree frame. This is such a super easy DIY, but it really pops and makes a statement. Now, if you didn't want to use the black frame, really you could use pretty much any frame or even put some fun craft paper underneath it. And now I'm just gently taking a sponge brush and sponge brushing a little bit of black paint on top of this. I think it gives it a little bit of more of a rustic feel instead of that bright white, which I feel like during the fall, we're all going to see like a lot of rustic vibes, and so there's that. And then I did go back in eventually though and also paint that little leaf on there. I just felt like it gave it a little bit more pop of color. So here it is as is in a neutral idea if you guys are going for total neutrals. And then I'm just going to take that little Dollar Tree frame and I simply hot glued it to the inside part of this Dollar Tree frame. Now, I will tell you that I had a little bit of a hard time getting this to stick because it was such a small piece that I was hot gluing to. So maybe use a little bit of E6000 glue and that will pop things out easier for you guys. So I went ahead and painted that little leaf orange, and I thought I gave it the nice little pop of color that I feel like it kind of needed for this. I added in a little bit of brown to kind of give the leaves some dimension, and here it is, a final product. I feel like this is a really high-end sign. You would see it at Kirkland's or Hobby Lobby for just a couple of bucks, some creativity and some paint. That's what I love about taking the Dollar Tree items and jazzing them up and making them fabulous on a total budget. So as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video. Which one will you guys be recreating and what are you working on right now? So I know it's kind of the mid to getting towards the end of July. So what are you guys crafting? Are you doing summer crafts? Would you like to see some Christmas in July? I would love to hear what everybody's up to. And then of course I have to pop in some footage of Benji Bear. He's in my studio and he is having so much fun. You know, he's my little assistant. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I know he was barking in some of this voiceover, but he could not control himself. He was having so much. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable fall gnome using this Dollar Tree heart wreath form. You're going to flip it over, use one of the Dollar Tree automotive cloths, and just gently tuck the automotive cloth around that heart wreath form. You guys could always just use a round form as well, but this one caught my eye and seemed to be the perfect size for the fall gnome that I'm going to create. Now I'm taking zip ties and zip tying the cloth to the base of the heart wreath form. You could easily hot glue this as well. However, on this crafting day, I was down to one large glue stick. One. Let me know if you guys do that with your craft stash. You're ready to craft and then you realize you're down on glue sticks. Anyway, I have more coming. Now I'm going to take one of those Dollar Tree mop heads and I just pulled that center part out. I had to use some wire cutters and then I'm tying it off of the center. This is going to be our gnome's beard. So we're going to take this and just basically cover the majority of the wreath, but leaving that top part for our little hat. And then I poked holes in the white fabric and I'm just zip tying the mop head in several places to the top part of my wreath form. Now I'm taking a Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarf. I thought that would be perfect for fall, and I'm just going to hot glue the scarf around the top. And this is basically going to cover up any little things that we have going on with the mop head, which wasn't much. And then I'm just going to take and hot glue this again to the back part and then take the two pieces of scarf and just kind of pull them together. And then I took a hair pony and just ponied the end of that, and bam, we have a fun little gnome. I'm just going to finish off the little hat here, tuck it under with a dab of hot glue, and then you can tie just whatever you want around the end of it. That will work as well. And then you can add a fun little topper or hat little thing. You can also use yarn or a cute little pom-pom is what I ended up using for this. I ended up having to use two pom-poms to kind of cover where I looped the fabric over. You can also stuff your hat if you like. There's a lot of different ideas for how you guys can create these. And then, of course, I had to add a cute little beaded nose. And this is where you can get creative. Since this is a fall gnome, I decided to add in some cute little mini leaves. These come in a big old giant package from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to hot glue that to the top of my little guy's hat. And then I think I ended up even putting like a little string kind of burlap bow here with just some of that baker's twine. But you guys can really get creative with this. And honestly, I'm just thinking about this now while I'm looking at this, but I think you guys could also take and make this into a Christmas one. Okay, so here is my trusty assistant, Benji Bear. He is very, very focused on what's going on here. As you can see, he wants to be the star of the show, and he definitely is. I got him this cute little Franken wine. It was like a 3-pack of little dog toys, but he loves these. These were from TJ Maxx, maybe Franken Slime. I don't remember what it is, but oh, there it is, Frankie Slime. But he just wanted to say hello to you guys. And then there's also his new little bed I got from TJ Maxx. I like to spoil him seasonally. Hopefully he does not tear this bed apart, but he did not want me to work. He really wanted me to focus on him. But I hope you guys loved my fun little fall gnome. I thought that was super cute and just a fun way to create a gnome. And it's a larger gnome, so you could actually hang that on the wall kind of more as a wreath, which is fun as well. So here is how it turned out. Fun and fabulous on a budget. He's a little bit chunky, but hey, who doesn't love a kind of a fall chunky gnome? You guys could also even take another one of those mop heads and add that into it to give him even more of a full beard. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super amazing little fall wreath on a budget using all Dollar Tree supplies. So from the Dollar Tree, I have one of these longer signs, which you don't necessarily need, but I hot glued the home sign on top of that because it has holes in the top, and then I'm just going to take and overlay that on top of this wreath form from the Dollar Tree, and then take some zip ties and zip tie the home sign to the top of the wreath form. Now this is a little trick that I like to use seasonally, and it saves a lot of deco mesh. So I'm going to take this deco mesh from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to cut it in about 10 to 11 inch strips. It doesn't have to be perfectly precise, but try to get them as similar as possible. And I'm going to use 2 rolls of deco mesh for this entire wreath. So this is just a little hack from me to you. If you want to use less deco mesh on your wreath, you can always just put that sign right there in the center. And then I'm going to take 2 bundles of deco mesh, pinch them together with my fingers, and then add in 2 of these bows. And I cut my ribbons about 11 to 12 inches. That way they were a little bit longer than the deco mesh. But you could cut them, about 10 inches. They're just going to get swallowed a little bit more into the deco mesh. And then using the zip ties, I'm going to do another one of the bundles, and I am zip tying them to the center rung of the wreath form. So again, just pinch some deco mesh together and then add in a cute little piece of ribbon. And I like to layer my ribbons. That makes it a little bit more full and fluffy. I did use 4 rolls of Dollar Tree ribbon. I used the plaid, the orange, and 2 rolls of the Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid for my bow. One for the bow and then 1 for the wreath. Okay, so you really just want to split your mesh on either side and just continuing adding bundles. I think I added 6 of the deco mesh bundles with the ribbon on there. Now, if you want a little bit more of a full wreath, I suggest to cut up some extra deco mesh and ribbon, and you can really get super full with it. Because this ribbon was thicker, it actually filled out a lot more of the wreath form, and I was kind of surprised. And plus, I'm going to put a giant bow on top, so I think it came out really cute. But it depends on how full you like your deco mesh to look. And so again, I'm just doing the same thing on this side. You bundle that mesh, you add in a layer or 2 of ribbon, zip tie it onto the wreath form, and bam. Now I'm going to share with you guys how to make a super easy little bow for fall. You're going to measure your first row of loops from your hand to your elbow. It's about 12 inches, and loop it over on itself about 4 times, or however many loops you want to do, and then cut that off. And don't mind me here, I am struggling so much with my scissors. I've really got to get new scissors for this crafting season. So anyway, now I'm going to take some buffalo check plaid ribbon, loop it over on itself, and then trim that off. I'm going to make a 3-layer loopy bow here. This is what I call my Olivia bow. It's super easy to make. It's a no-brainer. You just take ribbon, loop it over on itself, and then layer on top of each other. So I chose the plaid, the black and white buffalo check plaid, to mix in with the wreath, and then this Dollar Tree farm truck pumpkin ribbon. And so then I'm just going to layer all these together. I'm going to zip tie them off in the center, pinch them in the center, zip tie them really good. That's going to pinch everything really nice and tightly together. And then you can zip tie them on to the top of your wreath. I like to do mine off to the right hand side and then fluffy up my bow. Now, as always, I tell you guys, kind of play around with the bows and the loops and the ribbons and really give them a good fluff it up. That is my secret to my bows. So then I'm going to take another zip tie, and I'm just going to zip tie the little bow to the top of my wreath. I love making these. I really love making them for my kitchen. They're a little bit delicate, I guess, with all of the ribbons. So maybe you might not want to put this outside unless it's on a covered porch, which I do some, but they really are fun to put on the interior of your home as well, your dining room door. I like putting mine on my kitchen door. And then I'm just going to I took the rest of the ribbon that was on those rolls, and I just added them next to the bow, zip tied it on, and left the ribbon loops kind of long, and then I'm going to curl them with my hand. And this is how my super adorable little deco mesh home sign turned out. This wreath is on a total budget. I mean, it's $2 for the sign, $2 and some change now. Dollar Tree went up 25 cents. And then your wreath form, and then just your ribbon and 2 rolls of deco mesh. So really, this is maybe $15 at the most. And we have a fun and fabulous wreath on a total budget. I hope you guys are inspired. Grab some ribbon, some mesh, and don't be scared of that mesh. It's not as hard to work with as you might think. For this fall Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how to make a super easy little toilet paper pumpkin using the Dollar Tree dishcloths. So for this one, I'm just going to take and pop your plop your toilet paper right on top of your dish towel, and then you're going to push the dish towel into one end of the toilet paper roll. This is such a fun and easy DIY and a great little way to decorate and also have some spare rolls of toilet paper on hand that maybe your fam bam doesn't know about. I don't know if you guys are like me, but you run out and you're running all over and you're like, oh no, we're out. Anyway, you do have to take like scissors or something to kind of poke through to the end. And then here's what it looks like so far. This says pumpkin spice is everything nice. So I tried to get it to where it said the pumpkin spice part on here. And then also just had some of the cute little pumpkin spice pictures. I think this is one of the cutest little Dollar Tree dish towels I've seen in a while. And I was like, well, we'll just make a little pumpkin with it. So you do have to do a bit of tucking. And this is really fun too. Dollar Tree has started selling like squares of fabric, so look out for that. You can also take a little Dollar Tree sponge brush. They come in a 3-pack, and use the end of that for your wooden handle. I just poked a hole in the fabric, and then I poked my little handle down in there, and bam, look at that. We have a cute little pumpkin spice and everything is nice pumpkin. And then I'm adding in some little leaves. And then you guys have a secret toilet paper roll. How about that? I think this is a fun DIY. I did this similar one for you guys a couple of years ago using, I used like a little pillow cover. Anyway, you can also make them out of the Dollar Tree scarves, and you get a little bit more bang for your buck because you don't have to use the entire piece of fabric. It is a little bit more maneuvering and it's thinner fabric. So they have buffalo check plaid scarves out now. I also grabbed some gray ones and some leopard colored ones. So anyway, go ahead and poke that into the top of your pumpkin, and then you can finish it off with a little stem. I think I had a wood piece stem. And then there you guys have that. So again, these are super fun and a great way to do fall decor on a budget. You could even get some orange fabric and you almost wouldn't know the difference. And then I just grabbed this piece of wood from outside, poked that down into there, and bam, added some leaves. And you guys have some super fun and easy little DIYs on a budget. And these cost next to nothing. Especially another thing you guys could do, you could actually do flannel pumpkins too. Maybe find a flannel sheet at the thrift store and make a bunch of cute little flannel pumpkins. I thought that would be really fun, and here is how they turned out. Comment, let me know what you guys think about these, and if you have ever made these before. I think they're really fun and just so easy to do. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you how you can take those super adorable little Dollar Tree fall jars, and we're going to make them into a fun little fall lantern. So I'm popping in some of the little Dollar Tree pluggable lights. You just pop them into your jar, and then you can take some of the cute little leaves and pop them down in there, and it's going to make kind of like a little glowy lantern. I thought this would be a fun thing to put by my coffee maker. I love having glowy lights at night, and this is kind of a different twist on the flickering flameless candles. We're going to make just this little lantern. So these are the Dollar Tree kind of leather leaves, and I'm popping them in and around my lights here. I'm popping them down into the other set of lights. So for the clear jar, I used the orange lights, and then for the orange jar, I just used the white lights because I thought that would both give it kind of like an orange glow, if that makes sense. And then again, I did just take and put leaves down in them. But there's so many different things you guys could really do with this. And I'm not going to put the jar lid back on top because I don't want them to heat up. So I think that they will be just fine like this. And I am popping those little tags off. The tags drive me crazy on my clothes and on other decor items. So again, just popping some of those little leaves in there and making a fun little happy light up lantern. Now, for this video that I'm creating for you guys, we are going to be doing a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. Check the details in the description box below and make sure that you comment the answer to this secret question. So My secret question is, what is your favorite fall smell? I want you guys to comment down below and let me know. Is it fresh baked pumpkin bread? Do you like to make chocolate chip cookies? Do you like cinnamon spice? What do you love to smell for fall? Maybe butterscotch. There's so many different fall flavors out there. I love to get inspired by what you guys love, so definitely drop that comment down below. That's going to enter you into the $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. Leave that in the comment section, and of course, share this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe or follow me on Facebook. I love to see you guys. So here they are all plugged up, and I paired it with the autumn pick your own pumpkins, hay rides, this little thankful, grateful, blessed sign. I put some fun little tiny pumpkins next to it, and then just some flowers back there in the back. Just some fun decor. And so when I wake up in the morning, boom, it's going to be all pretty and lanterny. I'll probably take one of them out. And these are also those little Dollar Tree kind of Christmas trees I just kind of popped on there. I just thought that would be fun. But you wouldn't even necessarily have to do that. I just thought that would be an interesting idea. Yeah, I'm going to take one of them out and then put my coffee maker with the fresh hayride sign is. I'll probably just kind of rearrange it. But this was just to share with you guys and hopefully get you guys inspired. And as always, comment down below and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be recreating. I love, love, love to hear what you guys are up to. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable little set of kind of kitchen signs or gather signs. So Dollar Tree has these adorable hanging signs that are like a pie theme. This one says gather, and then there's the other one that says gather together off to the left, and then here's another cute one that says give thanks with a pie. So I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of ways you can take these hanging signs and make them into a shelf sitter. You could add them into the center of one of the little Dollar Tree frames. You could add them over one of the little craft section chalkboards. This one says give thanks. So these are just ways you can make them set up. I saw another YouTuber put little clothespins on the back of them. I think it was Whiskey and Wit that did that for some of her fall DIYs, which is super cute. Hey girl, if you see this. And then another thing to do would just be to take and paint the outside of your signs. I love this kind of darker stain or black, and that's going to give them all a cohesive look once we're done. So this is just a fun way to take some of those Dollar Tree signs and make them into like a little set, like something you might see at the home decor stores, and make them just a little bit more cohesive. I do love the gather together with the more natural wood type look, but I thought since the other one was black, we would go ahead and make them all black and just make them kind of cohesive and fun. And here is how they turned out. We have the cute little gather one, the gather together with the center point. And now I'm looking back on this and I'm realizing this isn't as dark as I thought it was going to be. I may go in with another coat or a darker black coat to make them all look cohesive. I kept saying I wanted them to all look the same, and then now looking back, they're a little bit off. So anyway, though, you guys get the idea on how to take the little hanging signs and turn them into more of a shelf sitter type sign. Sometimes you just need an easy DIY to throw in there. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It's a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and I'm a DIY crafty mama. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. Listen, I truly believe that you don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. And don't forget to comment down below to enter my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribing is totally free. You guys can go back and watch all of my DIY crafty decor adventures, as far as fall seasonal DIYs from Dollar Tree, and also Christmas and really any season that you love. I even have some cleaning and organizing on my channel. So anyway, thank you guys again for being here. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. I feel like we're on this crafting and decorating journey together, and honestly on this life journey together. And no matter where you're at, I just want to encourage you guys to keep up the good work. You guys keep putting one foot in front of the other, no matter where you're at. Life is full of twists and turns, let me tell you. And listen, you know, everybody's gone through something in the last couple of years, so just keep putting one foot in the other. Don't give up. Okay, I love y'all. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed weekend. We have more new crafting and decorating coming up for next week. I am so excited to share with you guys. Thank you guys. Pop over to my Facebook page, my Instagram, if you guys want more DIY crafting and decorating on a budget. I love y'all. Until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.